Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for March the 20th. I'm going to be pulling one card per sign, so if you know your sun sign, you can get a tidbit of information. If you know your sun, your moon, and your rising, and your house signs, then then you can actually get quite a bit of information out of a quick little video like this. And if you know your rising sign, you should know all your houses. So let's see here. What do we have coming up? Thank you guys very much for being here today. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of your support for the channel, the likes, the shares, the comments down below. All of that stuff helps this channel grow. Thank you very much. Aries, you have the page of Earth showing up here. This just means that you have some kind of good news about money or about material goods that's coming into you today. We like it. We like it. Next up, let's look at Taurus. Ooh, the call. This would be sort of like Judgment in another deck. Taurus. I feel like today you're being called to take your emotions, take your passions, and turn that into some type of action or some type of tangible product. But this is about taking your emotions and turning them into some sort of helpful, tangible reality. Interesting, interesting. I don't think I've ever had this card mean that before. I like it. Geminis. Okay, Gemini placements, Magician in reverse. So wherever you have Gemini in your chart, you want to be aware of somebody trying to pull a quick one over on you. You want to be aware of somebody trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is my trickster type of energy when he shows up in reverse like this. This just means, this can be a practical joker, so it doesn't have to be a big deal. But this also could represent somebody, trying to steal grandma's 401k. So, there's all kinds of different variations of that at all kinds of different levels of intensity. But basically, be careful about a trickster, especially if you know which house Gemini is. Look for that one in that particular area of your life. Make sure you're not getting into any kind of contract or agreement with somebody who may be, dealing falsely or creating some type of illusion for you. Next up, let's look at Cancers. So Cancer's Seven of Water showing up in reverse. This just tells me that you have been looking at ways you can improve your life. And with looking at ways that you can improve your life, you've decided on what one you really want to go forward with, and you're very focused on that now. Next up, Leo. Leos, you guys have the Eight of Fire showing up here. Eight of Fire talks about a lot of communication going back and forth between you and somebody else. In fact, so much communication that you may even have a hard time keeping up with it. Hmm. 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 I hope that by the time we run into the 20th, I'm recording this on the 12th, I hope that conflict in Ukraine is over. But otherwise, I mean, this just reminds me of the videos I've seen of bombs dropping or missiles hitting or whatever. So I'm hoping that this is not a prediction of a whole lot of firepower and activity going on. All right. Yeah, let's move on. Virgo. Virgo, Six of Fire showing up in reverse. This is just telling me that you've done something that not only benefited you, but also benefited other people as well. However, there's not a whole lot of appreciation coming back to you on that. People are not really acknowledging your part in whatever that was. And you may want it that way. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Next up is Libra. Love card. This would be Lovers in another deck. It is very similar to a Strength card in a lot of other decks as well. But this love card basically talks about the idea. I think there's a decision that you're having to make today, Libras. And I think that that decision has to do with the high road or the low road. Are we going to take the high road or the low road? That's the decision for Libras today. Some of you may even be sleeping on that decision, to be honest with you, looking at this card. All right, next up is Scorpio. Scorpio, Ten of Water showing up in reverse. This is my unhappiness card. Sometimes I see this as upgrading something that makes us feel happy, but that's not the feel I'm getting off of this today. Today, this just feels like there's something going on that is making us noticeably unhappy wherever Scorpio is in our charts. La, da, 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 Sagittarius. Ace of Earth showing up here. Sagittarius, some type of new opportunity or gift being given to you today. We like it. Next up, Capricorn. Messenger of Earth in reverse. So Capricorns, this is just telling me that you're receiving some type of news about money or material goods. That is not the type of news that we want to hear. Okay. Next up is Aquarius. Page of Fire showing up in reverse. Okay, so for Aquarius, this just means that you are hearing some kind of message that is reminding us or letting us know that there's something that we need to accomplish or we need to do that we're not feeling a whole lot of energy towards doing. We may not really feel like we have the energy to do it. It's not flipping our triggers. Definitely. It's something that, we don't really need any creative juices. It's kind of tedious and boring and we don't really want to do it, but we're getting some kind of message that this is something that has to be accomplished. Okay. So then let's look at Pisces. Queen of Air showing up in reverse for Pisces. There's somebody that you're cutting off communications with today, Pisces. You're just like, no, I'm over hearing from you. You're toxic. You're making me crazy. I don't need it. Nope. Block, 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 block. Everywhere you can block them. Now, if you're in a situation, obviously, where you have to co-parent or where you work with this person, there is still going to be some kind of minimal communication. But with my Queen of Air showing up in reverse, if you do not have some type of reason where you absolutely have to talk to this person, you are going to be cutting them out completely. That Queen of Swords in reverse or Queen of Air in reverse, she does not mess around, man. It's like when she decides that she's cutting somebody off, man, she may as well be. She may as well be behind the Iron Curtain from the old USSR days. You just don't even know she exists anymore. She certainly isn't going to know you exist. All right, so la da da da. That's what I see for you, Pisces, is cutting somebody else off. Thank you guys very much for being here today. I really do appreciate all of your support. Looking forward to working with some of you in person a little bit later on. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.